Oh, yes, sir. Hold on, let's play that. Bam.
No strings attached, that's a rack, that's a rack. No strings attached, that's a rack, that's a rack.
Rack, that's a rack, that's a rack. What it do, baby? On a Wednesday night, no strings attached. Getting this shit cracking, man. You know what it do, man. It's just me and the ladies tonight, dog. It's damn near ladies' night. Bree, Mo, what's good?
What do you do?
You did? My dudes then abandoned me. Lionel was good. JC was good. Christopher Blake. God damn it, man. We gonna make it do what it do though for y'all tonight though, man. Y'all see what the topic of the show is. We talking about moving in, splitting them bills. And then also I got an interesting question for the ladies. This nigga, jeez, this nigga got the okay. And then we also gonna talk about a very interesting question about a dying wish. And I'm gonna pose a question to the ladies. I'm interested in y'all answers about this. But anyway, y'all know how we do it on this show, man. We talk about relationships and the culture. You dig? I got some shit under my hat. I don't want nobody to be tripping. Hold on. I'll fix it. I got some shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. If you're playing along at home, man, tonight is Michelob. I've been on these Michelobs the last couple of shows, and I am on, what am I on right now? I'm on some Clear. This is...
Clear.
I'm on some Clear. I don't know what I'm on tonight. I forgot what it was. I just poured it up. Shit. I don't know. Maybe some. It got probably some Ciroc. Anyway, yeah, man, we allow everybody on this show to express themselves in their most organic state. So if y'all are offended by strong language, holla at us, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll try again next time. You dig? Let's get this shit popping, man. How y'all feeling tonight? Y'all sultry in the bedrooms and shit. You dig?
Hell yeah.
Living better.
I want to be cozy.
This nigga said cozy. Ain't that it?
How's that?
Here's what I want to do. I want to go to, before we get into any other shit, I want to jump into Twitter first, right? Let me go to Twitter first, because there's a couple tweets that caught my eye, and since I'm on here with the ladies, I want to talk about some Twitter shit with the ladies that I saw, right? So here goes one. I'm not going to put the person's information all out there. I'm just going to put the tweet up. And it reads, goddammit, imagine if you have a baby for a man and then he contemplating cheating because he got to let your pussy heal from the labor. And he trying to tell you that, hey, man, I got some needs. She said, boy, put a cap in your ass. So y'all talk to me, man. You know, y'all are the ladies, right? So y'all would be the ones having the babies. As a man who has, you know, I got kids, so I can understand from a man's perspective. You're like, hey, man, I know the shit is over, but shit, what's going down? Would y'all look at Breeze like, what the fuck?
Wow.
I mean, you know, niggas gonna be like, hey, man, you got hands, you got a mouth, you know what I'm saying? Can we get something cracking around this motherfucker? It's dry up in these streets.
That was a lot of what I saw in the replies. Was people just saying she got a mouth, she can still give head, and she can do this and the third. And I'm like, I understand that, but y'all still have, I feel like in that type of situation, especially when a woman just has a baby, like you really have to like kind of gauge her like, you know what I'm saying? Like you should know your partner, I would think, at that point. Like, but I mean, I understand when a nigga has needs, bro, but she has needs at the same time. And I mean,
Agreed.
if you are really like pressed about something like that to a point where you're gonna cheat, I consider you being a selfish person. Like that's selfish as fuck. You're not even considering anything about her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Women go through depression and shit sometimes whenever they have kids. Like, I don't know. I don't think that would be every woman's first thing. Like, oh yeah, I just need to satisfy my man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's been a minute, but damn, nigga, it's a whole new something. Women are still healing. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas be selfish. They get on my damn nerves. Just selfish. Right. They be like, oh well, I mean, she's the one that caused me to cheat because she couldn't do something else. I'm like, damn, nigga, like, so you really don't love her? That's how I feel. Like, y'all really don't care about bitches doing all that.
I feel like honestly, if you're like, you really can't wait like 6 weeks for your women to just heal properly. There's something really wrong, like, you know, because it's more than like she can't, like she really, or she doesn't want to, like she physically can't. Like
right.
It's not like she's purposely not giving you pussy for 6 weeks. And I feel like if she wants to engage and do sexual things with you during that time or the first couple weeks, okay, but don't be pressing her. Like, to me, that's just super unthoughtful. You're just not being a good man and thinking about her and her body, because I feel like that's just because no, man, that's just disrespectful. That's like you go and get your little dick clipped or something, and I just want to jump on it as soon as you just got off the table. Like, that's fucked up.
But okay, so I'm with y'all, right? And it makes 100% sense because you saying, okay, well,
But what?
but but does it necessarily mean, right? What the fuck? Hold on, I got some shit in my hat. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Hold on, god damn it. All right, we good. I had some paper in my shit. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Put my headphones back on. All right, but does it necessarily mean, right, that he's cheating from a bad place? And hear me out, ladies.
Here we go.
Hear me out. No, hear me out, right? Listen, and this is why a lot of brothers believe in polygamy. Because, listen, we know that you have to heal, you have things you are going through, and we are sensitive to that. So we're going to let you go through that. And while you going through that, we going to see what's in these streets. Well, not necessarily in these streets. That sounds fucked up, but word to future. Not what's in these streets, but maybe, that's why if you have multiple women, polygamy, then, you just go to the other lady while she's healing. You check on her, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to, get a little wet, you dig what I'm saying? You go holler at the other one. What say y'all?
No.
I just don't understand.
If you're in a polygamous relationship, okay, that might be a different situation. But regardless, like a woman going through like having a whole child, like that's really something that I feel like she's gonna yearn for the other person that she had the baby. Like she's not gonna be just like, oh, I got this. Like, damn, I just had your fucking baby, nigga. Like, and I think that's the thing that kind of like, I guess I'm thinking of it more from like a long-term standpoint. Like if we've been together for years and we're gonna be together long-term, like I really don't like it's like we don't have our lives together. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you shouldn't be pressed about just this one time period. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Men don't have a lot of self-control. I've noticed that.
I feel
and like
you talking about a committed relationship.
You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck.
Okay,
And it's just like, damn, like it's crazy how something like having a baby and trying to heal and trying to really adjust to being a mother turns into something about niggas having needs. Like that shit pisses me off. That makes me think like, damn, y'all niggas selfish as fuck. Like, but we was talking about niggas wanting, like, contemplating cheating, though. That's the point of the tweet. So
yeah,
I'm just
I guess, it is. Listen, it's fucked up. I'm playing the devil's advocate. It's fucked up. If a lady just have a baby, you know what I'm saying, had y'all child, and you like, yeah, I can't get no pussy right now. Let me see what's in these streets, goddammit. That's fucked up.
That is so,
that's fucked up.
Like,
it is.
It's just the whole concept of it is just, like, it's not that long if you think about it. Like, it's not that long.
It's not. And honestly, like, and I can understand if men, like, would, like, ask their partner if there's anything they're, like, comfortable with doing at that point in time. Are you willing to do this type of thing? Right. Like, that's really something you have to have a discussion with them about, because she's going to be the only one that gauges whenever she's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. It can be different with different women. Like, I know there's women out there that probably don't have as much, like, time. They're like, yeah, I'm supposed to wait 6 weeks, but I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this though. What y'all think about if the dudes start hitting the strip club heavy?
Nigga, you finna be up. If we in a committed relationship, you finna be with me taking care of this baby.
Thanks.
You can go and have fun, but ain't no heavy doing nothing. This is an equal partnership. We both made this together, whether it was planned or not. We're in a committed relationship. We live together. We're going to take both responsibility. I understand you want your time. I want my time. But it's not going to be like, oh, yeah, you just in a strip club 4 days out the week. Absolutely not. You getting kicked out my...
Damn. Ain't that a bitch? I mean...
Kicked out.
I mean, the motherfucker just might want something... I mean, listen, so you would consider the strip club... Is that cheating at that point? Or is it just like, I'm trying to figure it out.
It's a problem if you're there multiple times in the week. And then my thing is, your money got to be all the way the fuck straight if you think you're going to the strip club. So more than a couple times in a month, because if I find out you blowing racks on another bitch for her bills and my shit ain't taken care of, oh, you got to be fucked up.
Yeah, well, I guess you got a point.
No.
I'm just saying though. I mean, damn, the dude ain't getting no pussy at home. Can he at least look at some pussy? Shit.
I mean, baby, there's Pornhub, there's, X videos, there's all kinds of shit out there.
Yeah, but that's not the same though, cause you got to go to the other room.
I'll buy you a pocket pussy.
Hilarious.
Whatever you want.
Hilarious, nigga. She gonna buy you a pocket pussy? Hilarious.
If you're fiending that bad for some pussy, you might be a sex addict.
I'm like, nigga, you better beat your shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Damn, Mo.
I ain't doing none of that extra shit. Look, you gonna take care of what you need to take care of. That's how a man's supposed to do, in my opinion.
See, or what if it's like, okay, what if y'all been together like since college and y'all necessarily didn't go to the same schools, or y'all had been apart from each other for more time than the time that it takes for you to heal per se, and he is just so like, oh, I can't do it. So then I'm already thinking like, damn, this nigga can't hold out for 6 weeks. What was he doing when I didn't see this nigga for 6 months? Like,
oh, let's not think that way.
Oh,
it could be.
It could be. All right, well, let's go here because I got another tweet. Let me get to this other tweet. Hang on, goddammit. Hang on, because this is on the other side of the spectrum. This is from one of my good brothers out here in these streets. So this
I'm about to say, what nigga tweet?
Yeah, man, this is from my good brother. My good brother said the following question, goddammit. You dig? He said, fucking with this girl who got her ex name tatted on her assy. She say that she only got it because he died, which, first of all, that's a weird place to get a tattoo because a nigga died. But he said, is it wrong for me to ask for proof that he dead? Like, how? Listen, first of all, it's hilarious. Second of all,
that sounds like some weird shit.
Listen, I'm not sure if you should get a tattoo on your ass of a motherfucker who died. That shit's, it sounds like she got that before. But
maybe it's an inside joke.
the moral of the question, though, for me is, though, a lot of females, I don't know how prevalent it is now, but it was a pretty good trend for a while of getting niggas' names tattooed on them.
Oh, yeah.
Like on the kitty and shit?
Yeah, just getting names and shit tattooed on them. I mean, obviously, y'all are women, so let's flip it the other way. If y'all fucking with a dude who had a female's name tattooed on him somewhere where it was like, I mean, the ass is kind of weird if a dude had that, pause, but shout out to my LGBTQ. But if a dude, like, had a female's name tattooed on him, would you be like, yo, nigga, so, you gonna get that covered up, or what's going on? Or would y'all be like, well, that was a time in your life, it is what it is?
I don't think I've ever asked anybody about their tattoos, because most times it's that nigga mama.
It's a nigga T-lady.
I mean, if it was like a female's name, like a past ex or something, if we were getting super serious to where like marriage or, I feel like I'd be like, make suggestion, like cover it up. I probably wouldn't ask like, oh, prove it to me that she's dead, because I feel like that, I don't know. I don't know. That's just weird. Who would lie about that?
I mean, but on the ass though, that nigga has some sort of control over her. Like, honestly.
Right.
That
On the
nigga has
ass?
some level of power for her to get an ass tat to where any nigga tapping ass sees this nigga's name. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand with an ass tat why he would just want to know, like, is this nigga still around? Are you lying about this? Like, what is it really? Because you could really turn around and just go fuck with this nigga if this shit not working out, or while this shit is working out. Like, an ass tat is very different, in my opinion. That's something completely different. That's like ownership. Like, you get a name on your ass, bro, like, that's they ass.
No.
That's they ass.
That's how I feel
like, if it was for, like, if we were dealing with the nigga and he got touched, that's what he asked. Like, how would you feel about that?
Yeah,
like if he had
another woman being tatted on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I probably wouldn't want to fuck with a nigga who had another bitch tatted on him, because, like, you
wouldn't want to fuck with him at all?
No, because you are, like, to me, that's like some simple-minded shit, nigga. You are lame because you get it, bitch's name tatted on you. You are not in the same mental capacity as me. Like, no, I would never do that shit.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? So, like,
I've never dealt with a nigga that had a bitch name tatted on them, but I've known, people that have done it, and, like, I mean, they would just get it covered up or whatever the case may be, but I mean, if I was to, like, really meet someone and, like, I was older and they got it when they were really young, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, I can't fuck with you because you did that shit 10 years ago. Like,
but I mean, if it's still there, why you still got it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was really something that's over and done with, most people will get it covered up or removed or something, but you still rocking that hoe proudly. You probably got tatted around it and all kinds of shit, got it touched up.
I mean, like, I have like a super, super fucked up tattoo. It's not nobody's name, but it's super fucked up. I've had it for almost 10 years and I haven't got it covered up. It's just because I haven't gotten around to it. So I feel like that could be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something that I'm really, like, worried about. Like, unless, like, I was with someone and they're like, oh, you know, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll get it covered up. But I do know someone that had, like, a woman's face, his ex-wife's face, and he got remarried, and his wife never asked him to cover it up or anything.
Shout out to his wife. Shit,
I couldn't do it.
She's secure though. She like fuck it.
I'm like, I be looking at that bitch every time, like,
for a whole portrait of her face.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No, thank you. I'm good on that.
Yo, that's wild as shit though. A whole portrait.
I don't know. I may have gotten some like dumb tattoos or tattoos that I maybe don't agree with as an adult right now, but I ain't never tatted somebody's name on me.
Yeah, that's. I mean, first of all, like I don't know if I've ever seen that shit work out in the long run. Once you get the name tatted, right? You like at that point you turn in the hourglass over like, okay, let's start the time running out on this bullshit.
I be feeling like that shit jinx it because anytime somebody get a tattoo of somebody's name, I swear, not too long after they've always just like fallen apart.
Yeah, that shit is weird. I mean, it's not weird if that's your thing. I mean, I'm not knocking it, but yeah, that shit.
Like my parents did it, but my mom got it first, and I remember I was so mad at her.
Were you?
I was like, why did you do that? She was like, I would just say because my brother is the third or whatever, but my dad's a junior. So I was like, no, I'm gonna tell people that's my daddy name, not my brother name. Like, I'm gonna let people know that she did that dumb shit. And then, like, finally, like years later, my dad got my mom's name too. So I'm like, okay.
See, okay, that's actually a good point though, Bree. Like, I could see a situation though where you do that, where you say, all right, cool, we both got him, so fuck it. You know what I mean? We here.
Yeah.
We here. All right, I can see that. What the hell is Mo? Because I got this question I want to ask now. On the heels of that, I got a question.
My eye watering up and shit.
This nigga said my eye watering. Hey, man, this is a good time. I guess tell everybody, rate, comment, subscribe. Y'all hit the thumbs up button right now, man. We're gonna start all that fly shit. We're gonna start doing some shit, man. We're gonna put the link out there for y'all to jump on up in here, man. Not right now though. Not right now. Y'all on some extra shit. Not right now.
Not today though. Not today.
Not today though, nigga. Not today. All right. So here's the question. Right? A dying wish. So your dude hits you up and says, "Hey, man, a shorty I grew up with, you know what I'm saying, that I've been knowing since like elementary. She's dying of cancer. She got about a month to live. And she says that I was her first love and that she wants to have sex with me before she passes away." What's
that got to do with me?
Are you permitted? Well, if it's your man that you with, are you signing off on it? Like, all right, you know.
No.
Why not, man?
Absolutely not.
I don't give a fuck what she got going on. That's my man, bitch. You should have did that back in the day. Like,
the woman
I'm
is
sorry
dying.
That sounds wrong, but
it does sound wrong. This woman is
like,
dying.
A dying wish. All of a sudden, I'm supposed to just be cool with sharing my nigga. Cause bitches be lying. No.
That bitch gonna fuck around and be in remission and shit.
For real, you feel me? Just alive and be like, yeah, I fucked her nigga and she let me, bitch. You got me fucked up.
And then look.
Be in remission.
What if he liked it and then wanted to do it again? Nope.
What do you mean wanted to do it again? The lady's dying.
See, like I told y'all, you give a nigga an inch, they gonna take it a mile. You cannot do things that you are not 100% comfortable with your partner, like allowing them. I mean, not necessarily allowing them, but being comfortable with certain things that they doing that you may not be comfortable with. You gotta really know.
Because guess what? If that question was flipped around, the world would fucking end. That we would even consider thinking or even be talking to a nigga that's on his deathbed and has a last wish to do anything with us.
Like, why you even still talking to your ex nigga?
That will be the first question, right? So, so you still talk to this nigga then, huh?
Exactly.
Right.
No, okay. So how you know what be going on with him? Like, damn, he's dying.
Nigga, a motherfucker's dying. I don't know if that's real. I mean, you know, if a person is dying, like, okay, let me put it to you like this: would you, if y'all were in a relationship and somebody came to y'all with that proposal, would y'all consider it, or would y'all just be like, no, I can't do it because I'm with somebody?
I wouldn't do that shit.
You said one of y'all said. What's the question, nigga?
What'd you say?
I said no.
No, I wouldn't do it either. Oh, so like I remember like just being in a relationship and I was asking, you know, weird scenarios.
Yeah. And
I can't remember if I asked or he asked. Basically, it was like if someone that you like used to fuck with, like they like something happened to them, like would you go to their funeral, or would you be upset if I went to their funeral? So, is that something that y'all would let your partner do if it was like their ex?
If it's a funeral, I mean, that's something I probably wouldn't object to. Depending on the situation. I mean, if it's a bitch she was fucking
If
around.
they were in a committed relationship, they used to be together. You and the girl may have had some words back in the day, and then some years later, some shit happened. The girl or he, whatever, God forbid, something happened. Funeral happens. Would you let your partner go?
If there's like shit going down, I don't know. We'd have to talk about that.
Yeah, that's
if it comes to a level of disrespect, like if at one point she was disrespectful towards me, and you are still trying to go and like be around all her people and shit, and that was like what I'm saying, a situation where I was disrespected, I probably would feel some type of way. Right. But I mean, then I think about it like this: like one of my ex-boyfriends, like that I really still care about. If God forbid, it's hypothetical situation, but like if that were to occur, like I would want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like I really still care about that nigga, like, and that's something I wouldn't not do.
So, like, say you were married and your husband was like, "I don't feel comfortable with you going."
Shit.
Like, it was like a really big, like. To me, I wouldn't know. I feel like that's like a part of marriage. I wouldn't know how to like.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Because I mean, at the same time, it's like once you get to a level of marriage too, it's like you're not really keeping in touch with those people like that. So, I mean, and like right now, I still talk, here and there with him, and so like, yeah, I mean, I would feel comfortable going to an actual service, but like, damn, we've been married, 10 years, and then that news comes out, I probably would just be like, well, you know what I'm saying? Damn. Shed a real nigga tear real quick and then keep it pushing.
And just keep it pushing.
That is interesting though, because when you like a funeral can be deep, because it's like you paying your last respects. You know what I'm saying? It's like
exactly.
I guess I don't know. I don't know where I come down on it. I think it would kind of depend on if my wife like how deep of a relationship. I mean, because it ain't like she's gonna be with the nigga again, because the nigga's dead. So you dig. So
I mean, would you feel some type of way if they didn't like ask you to like accompany them to it?
I think it might be weird for me to even go. Because like I would hope that somebody that my wife would feel bold enough to want to go to a funeral for, that like maybe we've had a discussion about. I would hope that we had at least a discussion about
like
him prior.
It was someone that was that important enough.
Exactly. Like if it was somebody that was that important, you know what I'm saying? We should have had some type of discussion a long time ago. You know what I'm saying, about how deep that relationship was. So, yeah, because that shit there, Jesus Christ. But I mean, again, the motherfucker can't do it unless this nigga's faking his death. Y'all talking about bitches is gonna come out of remission. Y'all talking about she gonna come out of cancer remission. The lady got
possible.
Listen, got a month to live.
Bitches will lie about a baby. Bitches will lie about a miscarriage.
Very unlikely.
They will lie about anything. So
I'm
not gonna put that past anybody.
So you want to see the paperwork?
I want to see the receipt.
I need the death certificate. As soon as
I want to see the hospital flow charts. Like I need to see it all.
I asked that question to one of my partners, and he said that he actually asked the homegirl of his, who said, I know this shit is crazy. So I asked my partner, he asked his homegirl, and she said that she would ask her man, right, if they were gonna fuck or make love, because she felt like that would be a difference in her decision. She was like, if she dying and she just wants to fuck, cool. But if y'all in the hole on some making love shit, then I'm out. And I'm like, well, bitch, Jesus Christ, how you know?
I don't know. I would question my man a little bit. Just yes, it could be someone's dying wish, but I'm like, don't they have like stuff connected all over them? Like it's not gonna be like some serious shit.
Yo,
like, bro, if you think on their deathbed.
I'm not saying they're not at that level yet. Like on their death, they're not like hooked up to tubes, but like it's but like it's not finna get better for them.
They're not in hospice. They still in the hospital.
Yeah, they're not in hospice, but like it's past. Like the doctor's like, yo, we can't do nothing else. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Damn.
No, I don't think I would even. I still wouldn't even fuck with that because I mean, especially if it's someone from your past, you could sit there and say, "Yeah, I'm just gonna do this," but you know, should be switching up. So,
Why do
you know.
y'all?
That dick gonna revive her.
I don't know. It's because, like I said, it sounds good. Some things are very much easier, like to say than to actually do. So it's like you can sit there and say that this is my expectation. This is what I plan to do. This is what I don't plan to do. But I mean, you just really never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what series of events is gonna go on.
Yeah, that could be crazy too because yeah, what if what if a motherfucker start like she like, yo, I got a month to live, right? 30 days, and he, you know, his lady agrees to it, he hits it, and then this nigga start tiptoeing for the next 30 days. Like shit, that's
Or what if he nuts in her because he thinks she's gonna die and then she's pregnant?
Jesus. Bree, what the fuck kind of books or movies have you been watching, nigga? Bree's on some.
That could happen.
It could.
What?
That
No,
could
it couldn't,
happen.
Mo. Don't sign off on that foolishness.
It could happen.
He
Why
gon'
couldn't it?
All
Maybe
of a
that's
sudden
why
she's
it's
like,
her.
oh,
he gon'
they told me I have longer to live.
he gon' nut in her, and what that's gonna do is the Kundalini energy is gonna give us
Here we
some more
go.
life. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Y'all are crazy. Anyway, man. All right, man. Y'all niggas make sure y'all rate, comment, subscribe, all that fly shit. Matter of fact, y'all let me know what the fuck y'all think. Because I think some of my dudes would sign. I think my dudes would be down to get it in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why y'all don't want people to be happy and why y'all don't want to grant people's dying wishes.
Honey, if you want it, look, no, that's just one wish I cannot grant.
Damn, man. The woman is dying, Bree. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so I'm gonna go tell my nigga when I'm dying, please give me Chris Brown dick. That's what I want.
Well, first of all, Chris Brown has to be willing. You can't just rape people, Bree. What the hell? Give me Chris
He
Brown
would
dick.
want to. What?
Y'all are crazy. All right, man. Let's get to this shit, man. Because this shit was Blake put me on this, and I went and looked, and this shit was cracking today on Twitter about people living with their significant other and fucking splitting bills. I didn't know that shit was this deep. I thought it was just an I thought it was just like, okay, we live together, we gonna split these bills. But it was people that were like really divided on this shit. People were like, I saw people being like, well, did you move in with him? Did he move in with you? Whose house is it? I'm like, God damn, is it that deep? I don't know if y'all, I don't remember if y'all ever told me if y'all, I know Mo's lived with somebody. I don't remember if you said if you lived with anybody or not, Bree, before.
No.
All right, no. So let's go to Mo first then. Mo, when y'all were together, were y'all like splitting bills or what was going on?
We were supposed to be splitting bills, but that nigga started getting lazy on shit. And started wanting to be like, oh, well, and what's crazy is that nigga actually made more money than me at the time. He made me like $1 or $2 more an hour. I was working more hours than I was, but yet always had an excuse of why he ain't have no money. So
What did you do?
yeah.
She paid them fucking bills. What you mean? What did she do?
That was like shortly before I ended up just completely leaving, and I unintentionally left like a $300 CPS bill on that house.
Ain't that a bitch?
On his name, smart girl.
Nah, it wasn't in his name, but he couldn't switch the name until it was paid, and I told him I wasn't paying that shit, so they paid it. Him and his mom. I was like, fuck it, because she was like, and I told that nigga, I literally told him, I said, just go online, set up a new account under your name, they'll start the new service out in the service in mine. That nigga didn't listen. He went and called them and was like, hey, this is in so-and-so's name right now, we need to switch it. They was like, okay, well, y'all gonna have to pay the balance and then pay the deposit for the new account. I was like, see, I told your ass to just do it online. And then his mom called me trying to charge me up, trying about, you did this to him. I said, your son is stupid, he don't listen. So y'all go ahead and pay that $300 or you ain't gonna get no electricity.
So he still stayed in the
shit
spot.
like that is just like petty shit. Like if I'm gonna be living with somebody, whether like, okay, let's say if I move into somebody's place, like this is his place, but we're together and I'm gonna move into his spot. I personally would already have that expectation of myself that I'm gonna put in. Like I'm gonna help pitch in. I'm not gonna just be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, it's his crib, he could take care of it, whatever. Like I feel like now more than ever, women definitely need to have more of that mentality that they need to, like, you know, at least put something on something, because you have no ownership at the end of the day. Like you have nothing if this is the type of nigga that's gonna sit there and hold something over your head, or you know what I'm saying, like because things got bad or he's petty or whatever, and then you stuck because you ain't got nothing in your name. you could really get kicked out if your name not on the lease and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like that's just a lot, and I feel like that's a reason why I feel like a lot more women that try to have that mentality that no niggas need to take care of this and the third. If a man wants to take care of that shit, then that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. I'll probably still attempt to be like, hey, yeah, you know, you need some help or something. But like, you have to really understand that you have to find somebody who's like not petty, because that shit is tiring. Dealing with somebody who's petty as fuck, especially if you living under their shit.
Yeah, what say you, Bree, baby? You moving with somebody? What y'all doing, man? You splitting up these bills?
Yeah, because I feel like first of all, like if you move in with somebody that you're like, you know, seriously dating or whatever, I feel like y'all agreed to move in together so y'all can limit the, you know, expenses. So why not split them like off rip? Like why would you go into something or bring someone else in and still take care of everything? Like either male or female. So I feel like splitting, you know what I'm saying? Or just making it to where it's fair, like where he's not paying for everything or she's not paying for everything. Like, because I feel like to me, that's just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like you're not, I don't know. I just feel like that's just not right. I couldn't go into a nigga house and just be living in that bitch, not paying anything. Like, no. Like, or if he was like, hey, can you just pay, you know, the Wi-Fi, the electricity, the groceries, and this? Okay, like, you know what I'm saying? We can, you know, however it works between us two, then let's work it. Like, I wouldn't just be like, oh, well, I'm only paying, like, so-and-so, like, one bill. Or I agree that things should be split.
So the argument that I saw a lot from women online was that, like, yo, listen, if I'm moving in with him, right, so he has a spot, and he asked me to move in with him. Well, if you already had that spot and you were paying the bills, what the problem is? And I thought that was a pretty valid point. I'm like, well, shit.
That's a pretty valid point.
Yeah, they got a point there. This nigga already had this spot.
It's rare that a nigga's just like, oh, yeah, come live with me. You know what I'm saying? That shit doesn't really happen. Like, I feel like more times than not, it's like a mutual agreement that I'm going to move in.
No one,
and you're okay with this. Like, it just makes more sense. That's how it really happened for me. Like, when I was living with, it just made more sense because we had two separate apartments, was always traveling to one another, like, and just, like, always burning gas, going back and forth, and, like, oh, we spend the night at your house tonight, oh, we spend the night at your house tonight, like, and that shit's cool, you know what I'm saying, for, like, if you're really just trying to keep things, like, casual, but we was, like, together, and I was like, damn, like, we might as well just get a spot together, because we doing this shit all the time, but, you know.
Yeah, I thought that was a unique scenario. It was like, yo, somebody asked you to move to their crib, they already paying the shit, why the hell would I start paying some shit on top of that? Or, you know.
Yeah, that's such a rare scenario, though, like.
But it's like, what if they asked you to move in so they could get help?
Yeah,
while you're still in a relationship.
Well, that nigga's looking for a roommate, sounds like.
Yeah.
I mean, it could, yes, in a sense, but if y'all are, like, fucking with each other heavy, y'all don't mind it being each other's space, and it's beneficial to my pockets, why not?
Okay, now that brings up an interesting situation, right? Because I actually know some people that have done that before, to where, like, man and a woman move in together because they are cool. They have been kind of kicking it. They not quote unquote together like that, right? But they like, yo, you know, we cool. We both need a little bit of help with these finances. Let's split these bills up. From time to time, we'll have sex. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we kind of free to do our thing. Now, the shit ended horribly, but it sounded like a really good idea at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because everybody.
I told you it sounded good, but it's easier said than done, nigga. I'm telling you.
It sounded good.
Sounded good as hell.
One party is going to get in their feelings if one other brings someone else home.
That's exactly what happened. That's
exactly.
what happened.
So you bringing niggas to the house? Like, I pay bills here too.
Actually,
this is our place. Yeah, that's a mess. I wouldn't even bother doing some shit like that.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, my dude pulled up. He was like, yo, I just, you know, I thought we was just, you know, I thought she was cool, man. Like, no, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
She was cool. She was cool as long as she couldn't see it, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See, that's another situation where I tell y'all where women think that they cool with something and they really are not okay with it. Like,
that's a really good point though, Mo, because I think women try to put up an exterior that they are cool with a lot of shit until like it's actually there, and then it's like, I'm not actually cool with this.
And they didn't think they would feel this way, but now they just, now I'm hurt. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. That's why I feel like I try to be as vocal as I can about things that I don't like or things that I'm not willing to do, because it's like I'm not gonna sit here and stress myself out, because that's really all I'm gonna do.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you gotta be upfront with people and be like, yo, listen, here's how far I can take this shit. Yeah. I mean,
Right.
Go ahead, Bree.
I was just agreeing with what you said.
What you should always agree with me. But yeah, motherfucker, motherfuckers should just.
I said right. That was it.
Motherfuckers should just relax and just like be upfront. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's hard. I think it's actually harder for women. You know what I'm saying? Because for women, you have to listen. I've said this on this show before. I truly, truly, truly believe this, that, and I don't know how many women will admit to this. You probably have to hook them up to a lie detector test. But I think a lot of women, I don't know what percentage, but I think a lot of women actually get pressured into threesomes. I think that they think they're cool with the idea, and then like once you there, what the fuck you gonna do now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you gotta diddle a little clit, you know what I'm saying, and play along. You know what you going? We like we here now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We here now, so.
I don't know. That's something that has to be really like. I mean, I've said in past shows like, me and my nigga been married for like 30, 40, 60 years. Just, you know what I'm saying? Little razzle dazzle.
I'm dead. That nigga ain't gonna have no energy.
Yeah,
to do
I was just finna say,
Girl,
Bree,
I'm
I don't know what nigga you finna marry, nigga. Jesus Christ.
He better have the same energy as me. That's all I know.
He gonna have that Viagra on the nightstand.
Yeah, nigga.
I don't care if I am 40 or 60 years old. It's still getting busted wide open.
Yeah, you come out with some 60-year-old nigga, listen, man.
Look, we might just, throw a little 40-year-old in there, spice it up.
Throw a 40-year-old in there. Hilarious, nigga. That nigga can't last through all that shit at 60. But no, I don't know. I've always felt like that about women, though, because I've just seen women's faces sometimes after telling the stories, and they don't seem too enthused all the time. Now, some women about with the shits, you know what I'm saying, and it's cool.
Yeah.
And it can be, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying, but I just, I always say about the threesome shit is that like a dude is always down for it. It's like, it's not outside of JC. Let me back up. JC is a one-woman man, as he told y'all on this show a million times. So JC,
a million times.
He's not with the shits, but the rest of us on the show, we would be with the shits. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think it can be a lot of pressure on women for shit, and especially with like I saw something the other day where it was some women that were like, it was kind of corny, but they were like upset. I don't know if upset's the right word, but they were feeling a type of way about like Sierra like posting all these pictures of her pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess not every woman like looks the same pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if they were just hate. To me, it came across as some hating shit. They was hating on Sierra.
Bitch, don't be fucking mad because she looked like. That's like saying that someone's fucking prettier or skinnier or got a fatter ass than you. I'm sorry, but that whole little mom community shit, that shit is fucking whack.
It can become very toxic.
That shit, ugh.
Ugh.
That's some bitter mom groups.
Girl, I be like, what the fuck? Y'all bitches really just be mad because y'all shit don't look the fucking same, bitch. No one told you to do this. You could have, you know what I'm saying, did some regiments or did some shit, bitch. Did a little workout or something.
Well, they be upset because they be like, we can't afford, because who was that one mom that started trending again? I think she trended a couple times. Like, she had like a bunch of kids and she got like a 6-pack and shit now. No, not the Octomom. It's some other chick. I don't know her name. She's really good looking too. But
light skin?
Yeah, she's light skinned chick.
Her and her husband, like, they work out.
Yeah, they do a bunch of workout shit. She like.
Yeah, I mean, she just takes care of her body.
Yeah.
About what she put into her body. It's a lot of shit put into the work. You know what I'm saying? And people, they just see the end result and look at themselves and be like, oh, why don't I look like that? Because you don't have the, what's it called? The discipline to look like that. Like, it's possible.
Yeah.
You may not look exactly like that, but you can get a little close.
Yeah, I just think everybody just needs to probably just relax a little bit because sometimes some of that shit is genetics too. Like I know some
I
women.
can't believe people were saying that to her. Like,
Oh no, they
that's
would
weird.
motherfuckers was going in. Some of that shit is genetics though, because some women have a baby and then in 3 weeks, you know, you like shit, you had a baby, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
It
you know,
just depends on your body. Like everyone's different.
yeah,
That's
everybody's
why I'm
different.
scared to have a baby, nigga. I'm finna blow up. I already know.
No, you be alright, man. Just go take off running every day.
Hell no.
See-
A little quick dog, you know.
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
be
saying?
alright, man. You be alright. But no, man, I don't know. Motherfuckers be wildin' though. So all right, so let's get back to the shit though, right? With you moving in with a motherfucker with a. How about you move in though with a motherfucker and all of a sudden he get cheap? Cause
Yeah,
sometimes
that's how it happened to me, nigga.
is that what
Shit.
happened? The nigga was cheap. Nigga started saying.
Yes. Like, and like I'm telling you, it's just like it became a thing where that. Well, I mean, this man was like a compulsive liar though, so
Jesus,
he was just
Mo.
always being manipulative. You know what I'm saying? So like, I had a situation where I literally like had to start like, because I didn't believe this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I didn't believe the fact that he just didn't have money all the time because he was always asking me to, oh, can you cover this or can you take care of this, like whatever, whatever. And I was already, you know what I'm saying? I'm already contributing and blowing my money on taking care of us and what I can, like. And then you just asking me for more, like, nigga, I'm not your mother. Like, why do you want me to take care of you? So I had a situation where I had to catch him up because he was sitting there lying to me, and I knew he was lying to me. So he was like asking me because he used to do like I smoked them little vape juices, whatever the fuck.
What?
And
nigga? What shit? What was he doing?
the vape juice stuff.
Oh,
like
okay,
the
okay,
little
okay,
puff
okay.
puff, like basically like a little portable hookah. But he would have like he would always be on that shit. You know, at the time, like me and him would smoke. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all cool with copping what we need as far as when it comes to weed. I'm like, okay, cool. This for us. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like I will supply that for us. You know what I'm saying? Or for myself, and you could indulge as well. Like that's not an issue for me because we're both enjoying it, and like that's not an issue. But that was something on his own that was like his own habit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I didn't agree with it. I really didn't see the point of him even needing the shit in the first place. So I was like, he hit me. He came home one day and was just like, hey, like, I'm trying to get some more vape juice. Can you loan me some money for it? I was like, no, nigga, I'm not going to give you money for that shit.
That's
like,
not a necessity at all.
it's not a necessity. I'm like, and if you ain't got money for it, then you just going to have to go without it until you can. Like, right? So, and I told him, I was like, why don't you just buy some? Like, what's wrong? Like, you ain't got no money. Oh, it's in savings. This nigga did not believe in loaning himself money, like, at all. So he would, like, try to put money in an account and then be like, no, I don't want to touch that money. I'm like, nigga, you can loan yourself some money. You know what I'm saying? If you really need something. Anyways, long story short,
He sound like a mama's boy.
he was a mama's boy, bro. Like, and I will never again date a mama's boy ever again. But anyway, that nigga went to the vape store, comes back from the vape shop with a fucking bag and like 2 bottles of juice in that hoe. I said, oh, no, I thought you didn't have any money. What happened? You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. I tried running in. My car declined at the register. Somebody behind me. I was like, oh, for real, right? Okay.
Yo, hey,
I was like, I'm gonna catch this nigga the fuck up.
this
It was a
nigga-
bitch.
Huh?
It was a bitch behind
No,
me.
bitch. I just knew that he was lying because I was like, nigga, didn't nobody pay
Oh,
for that
about
shit
his
for you?
money.
You didn't go to the store and run your card and decline it. You have money to pay for that shit, and you asked me for the money first. You just went and bought it yourself because I said no. So you want to sit there and have this fucking story, bitch. When I tell you, let me go back in the bag real quick. Pull out the receipt from the bag. I said, let me see the last 4 on the card. What type of card is it?
God damn.
I walked
Which
straight over
card?
to the dining room table, opened up his wallet, pulled out the debit card, and the last 4 match, bitch. I said, nigga, this is your fucking money that you spending on this shit, and you asking me
Goddamn.
for money for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit pissed me the fuck off. Like, shit like that, I really hate when people aren't on, like, like try to be equal with you at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I give you something here, then, maybe I'll do something here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how me and Bree's friendship works. That's how my other friendships work. Like, my, like, bonds that I have with people, I'll show you love here, you'll show me love back. Like, it's just all love. But, like, that's, like, a selfish-ass type of person where it's just like, no, give me. I'm going to save all
He
mine.
sound like a opportunist ass nigga. He like, let me see what I can pull out of her every time.
Exactly. And I sure was always just like, nope.
I'm like, I ain't got it.
But maybe
For
he's
real.
listen.
I'm
He
broke.
that young man sound like he's trying to secure his future,
Fuck him.
and so God damn. And so what he's saying
Not over
is,
here, nah.
and so, and so what he's saying is, yo, listen, man, I'm trying to put this money away so that when I turn 60, I got some savings so I can chill.
That's what your 401k for.
Well, maybe he's trying to have more
That
than
nigga was,
that.
yeah, he had a good job. You know what I'm saying? He was working for a financial institution.
He's
He
getting
was
it.
making well over like 12 an hour. And a few years ago, that was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's decent. That
Hey,
nigga was
man.
making more money than me, making more hours than me. I had more bills to pay than he did. And I was still handling more shit than he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit like that. That's what I'm saying. There'd be niggas out there, too, that are looking for an independent type of woman because they want to be taken care of. And some women are okay with that. Like, some women are okay with taking care of a nigga. That's fine. Just find you somebody that's willing to do it because I'm not willing to do some shit.
Oh.
I'm glad you dubbed that nigga, Mo.
Girl.
No, you
Once-
should. I mean, he sounds like a good dude to me. And we need
No,
to
he
bring,
is
we need
not.
to
Oh my god.
we need to bring him on the show and figure out what his
Fuck
side of the
him.
story. We need to hear his side of the story, Mo. We've
Y'all
heard
two
your
can
side.
have a-
We've heard, we've heard Sister
I will
Mo's side of the
literally
story.
lose my fucking shit if I had to sit in a room and converse with that nigga about things like we talk about, nigga. He
We need to hear his side of the story.
is a compulsive liar, y'all. I would not lie to y'all. I
You
got
wouldn't
the
lie
We
to us?
biggest
still
type.
need to get that show going where we have men that are our age talk about the situations that we do so we can get perspective.
Oh
on
yeah,
how
let me
we
put
view
that out there,
things.
man. We looking for some little young jits, some little
Yeah,
young,
because we need
little
somebody
young
other than Lionel in our
Thundercats.
age group because Lionel's just so loving and compassionate. And
Mutual. He's very
we love him
mutual.
for it. We love him for it, but we need toxicity.
Oh, so y'all, okay. So listen,
Toxic.
I mean,
We
Chris
putting
Blake
out-
normally does that, but that nigga ain't ever here.
we putting out some applications for some
and
young.
he
We put damn. We putting out some applications for some young futures. Anybody who
Yeah.
has some future in their life. If you got future in you, just hit us up, man. You know what I'm saying? Word to Future, our Lord and Savior. Shout out to him, man.
I'm fucking dead.
You see what it gets you? It gets you 8 baby mamas and Lori Harvey. You see what I'm saying?
and Lori Harvey. Wow.
Hashtag winning. That's what it gets you being Future. He gets 8 baby mamas and Lori Harvey. I mean, Jesus. I mean, fuck. Can't lose with that. Did you
That
see
sound
her?
like a lot.
Did you see her the other?
A lot.
Well, I mean, hey, listen. What are you gonna do? Apparently, this nigga only needs to have sex one time. He will get you pregnant.
Yeah,
Very
basically.
fertile.
That
That nigga has no pull-out game. Like, it's a non-existent nigga.
Zero. He literally probably does it as soon as he already is finished. Like,
Yo, that nigga.
He was shooting the fucking club up.
Hey, that nigga's on some like, yo, listen, nigga. He can tell when a bitch is pregnant. Yeah, I got it with that one. That one did it.
I'm fucking
That,
dead.
that one.
but
I was,
yeah,
yeah, I was.
that one's definitely winning.
Yeah, that one got in. I was all the way in on that one. Yeah, look, if you got that many baby mamas, you gotta have some kind of sixth sense, nigga.
But
At
I'm
this
like,
point,
how do you get that spot on with that many women's ovulation days? Like, nigga, you are
he's the goat.
on it.
He's the GOAT, man. Listen, The Last Dance just ended for Mike. I'm gonna do a goddamn documentary on Future. Because Future's the
my
GOAT.
God.
Future's the goddamn GOAT out here in these streets, right? We all thought Sierra was a nice little good girl. She was, people would be like, oh, man, she just danced like that, but, she ain't. And then she got with Future, nigga. Lets me know all I needed. And then she tried to square back up and get with this nigga, Russell Wilson. Ain't that a bitch? She went the exact opposite, tried to repair her shit. No. It's too late, Sierra.
Well, leave my girl alone.
It's too late, Sierra.
Look at her now. Prospering.
You've been tainted a bit by
No.
our Lord and
Just
Savior.
like the great Drea said, she said your wholeness can get deleted. So,
Y'all keep
okay.
listening to Dre if y'all want to. God damn it.
hey, look.
Y'all keep.
That
Somebody
bitch
had to
rich
say it.
now, so
You
I'm like,
said
somebody had to say it.
she rich now.
she rich now. She doing
She
alright.
has bricks.
She doing alright. I mean, she's still out here
That
doing.
bitch was
She doing
living
better than
in
me?
some fancy little shit in LA, got her own little businesses. She can take care of her kids in a nice little, she got a pool, in-ground pool in the backyard. She doing nice.
It sounds good, right? We don't know, who from Dubai is, doing what to her. We don't know what's going on. We don't
From
understand.
Dubai.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like Dubai.
You're
was
on Black
involved.
China. Black China. That's what she do. That's her MO.
Is she fuck with them niggas in Dubai?
She be fucking with niggas with bread, period, because that's how that bitch keeping them Lambos and them Ferraris. Okay.
I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at it. You got to get it the fucking. I still can't believe that y'all wouldn't let y'all man have sex with somebody on their deathbed. Y'all are horrible human beings on this show.
You wouldn't let your wife do it. So why are we gonna let our
I would consider it.
No.
Okay, let me ask y'all this. I don't know. Y'all might be. Have y'all ever seen the movie? Because this came out before y'all time. Have y'all ever seen the movie Indecent Proposal? No.
I've heard
Okay.
of it, but haven't
Let me
seen
give
it.
you the
Oh wait,
premise.
that's that guy who literally like offers money to
Yes.
take his wife out or like
Yeah,
a night with
so
his wife,
It's a married
and then
couple.
it just like caused a whole issue with
Yeah.
their marriage.
It's a married couple.
okay,
They
I've
lost
seen
like a
it.
bunch of money, I think, like in Vegas or gambling or some shit. And so a wealthy dude is like, "Yo, listen, for if you let me spend a night with your wife, I'll give y'all $1 million."
Yeah.
Look at Bree. Bree's like, "Hold on, nigga, $1
That was
million?"
so different. She
But
ended
see,
up liking
Bree,
it,
you gotta watch the movie
You do have to watch
She
the
ended
movie.
up liking the
because that
nigga.
shit does not work out.
But let's just go with that premise, though. Right? $1 million, because that movie came out like the early '90s. So $1 million, even then, $1 million in the early '90s was $1 million. Now listen,
lot
don't
of
get it
money.
fucked up. In 2020, $1 million is a lot of fucking money. Don't get it twisted, right?
Yeah.
Would y'all? Okay, so now let's ask the question now, right? If if an ex of y'all dudes, your man's ex comes up and was like, "Yo, listen, tell your lady, you know what I'm saying? I want to spend the night with you. You know what I'm saying? I'll shoot y'all $1 million." Let's say it's your husband. Let's take it there. Your husband. A lady says, "Yo, if you let me spend the night with your husband, I'll give y'all $1 million." Now let's see y'all talk that same bullshit now.
I think because I seen the movie, nigga, I'm gonna still be like, I don't know, because they was
Okay,
really,
first-
they was really in love, like they really loved each other, like, and then that shit happened, and it was just like,
First, I need
So,
500. I need 500 racks up front.
Jesus. Okay.
I need half up front.
So
Yeah.
take a deposit.
Then me and my so the nigga that asked her new husband that, they used to have a thing.
No, he was just a stranger.
So what was the issue? She fell in love with the stranger.
I think she started like feeling. I can't remember.
Yeah,
it was a long time
she-
ago. I seen it, but
she
she started
caused
feeling
some
something.
Honestly, that means she went fucking with old boy to begin with.
Uh-oh.
But see, that doesn't necessarily. I don't feel like that necessarily means she wasn't fucking with him. I feel like she just got the opportunity to get to know somebody else, and she ended up fucking with him too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
because
it's
he
the
gave her
first
that
thing,
opportunity to do that.
if the first thing that, okay, so say I'm in that scenario, I'm with my husband, some stranger wants to pay my husband $1 million to be with me for a night or for her, whatever. I feel like that is something me and my husband need to talk about. Like this is like a game plan. Like nigga, okay, boom, this nigga wants to get finesse, let's finesse some type shit. Like
And see, the thing is, like, I don't know.
she became vulnerable for a nigga that's, you know what I'm saying? Like was her husband not shit? Like,
But I think they did discuss it though. Like they didn't just like, oh yeah, sure. Like they actually talked about it. And like that's what I'm saying, Brie. Like if you watch, you have to watch the movie because like their relationship was so strong that it seems like that shit wouldn't phase it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, we both agreed to it. We're both okay with it, but that is not necessarily her fault. I feel like that's something on the man's fault too, because you have to take those things. You have to take those things into consideration.
But to me, even if it was with the nigga, and if you got offered some money to go fuck with a bitch for however long, you wasn't really fucking me to begin with. If you open yourself up, you have to physically be open and heart open to fuck with another soul like that, like on that type of level. I don't care if you meeting somebody and that's in it. No, you have to really be willing and, you know what I'm saying, trying to fuck with somebody on that level. Because I can meet anyone and we can have great chemistry, but if I have something good, I'm not just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna leave my husband and get with this nigga because the vibes are good. No, I'm not.
Hey man, in the words of the great poet Juvenile, one of my bitches fell in love with that outside dick. That outside
But see, another
dick.
thing to it, it doesn't even have to necessarily be that it's something like that. Because
But that's what it is, though.
I mean,
it was something new.
But let's be realistic in a day like in times like today, where maybe the reason that she's even wanting to pursue or thinking about pursuing with that man is because of what he can provide to her. Because first of all, we know
That's
you're
true.
good for the money, nigga. You giving us $1 million. That money will change you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? For a lot of women. Or to where they're like, oh, you know, damn, this nigga could really take care of me. He could do more than what, because that man was providing, but he was just, you know what I'm saying? They was just having a
He
normal
ain't had
life.
that kind of bread. Yeah.
He didn't have that kind of bread. They had a good life, but like that nigga had money. Like
He got
see, that's
money.
It don't matter how much money a nigga got. If I'm really in love with somebody, I wouldn't jeopardize that just because a nigga got some extra zeros on his bank account. Like that, you can't just flip me like that and be like, "Oh, make me want to fuck with you." Like,
Okay, let's watch
Yeah.
this now, Bree. So you married to your guy, and The Rock pulls up and says, "Hey, I want to have sex with your wife for $1 million."
The Rock.
Yes, nigga, The Rock.
Okay.
Oh, this nigga. Hey, Bree's full of shit right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching the show right
I'm
now,
full of shit. How?
because Bree's leaving her nigga after that. After she gets that dick from The Rock,
On God, I'm not. I have
Bree.
had opportunities to do some ain't nigga shit and didn't do it because I was so faithful to a nigga. That's just how I am. That's just Pisces
Well, see,
energy.
that's why you
When
need.
you wrapped up in one soul, if you can't just be like, no, because it's hard for me to open up with one motherfucker. What makes you think I'm finna do it with the
It
next nigga?
sounds like you're describing some horrible life choices.
No, I made smart choices. It's shit that I wouldn't. I don't have no regrets in life. I don't ever regret doing anything. Like I feel like I made that decision in that time because that's who I was and that's how, you know what I'm saying, my character was. I still wouldn't have changed it. I may talk shit and be like, oh yeah, that nigga went shit. I should have did this. I should have did that. But that just wouldn't be who I am because that's just my character. I'm not shit.
All right, so here we go. I was trying to hold back, but Chris Breezy comes to your husband and says, "Hey, I want to have sex with your wife for $1
and
million.
you know that nigga good
I
for
wanna
it.
have-
Oh, but, okay.
I want to have sex with your wife for $1 million."
I wouldn't just leave if my husband was okay with it and we gonna get this bread. Let's get this bread. But I'm not just gonna you know who Chris Brown is not gonna
But
be
see, that's
faithful
just the
to-
thing right there,
faithful to
Bree.
me.
What if you and your man is cool with it and you go and do it and then it's breezy? You like, damn, like,
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
'Cause-
but you
damn,
have
like
to
I'm
think.
finna go
You
back
have
to my man
think.
and I'm here with breezy. Like,
But like, I'm so sorry. It's gonna,
I'm sorry, it
it's
sounds kind of bad, but like,
it's going, like you said, shit's going to sound good. You're gonna think the end result is good, but think of all the shit that's gonna happen in between. Chris Brown is not a one-woman bitch, and I cannot have a nigga like that. Absolutely not. I don't care if you're Chris Brown or whoever the fuck. No.
But I'm
not no
saying
dumbass bitch.
Chris Brown
okay, so
chose you.
breezy may have been a bad example.
No, that's an excellent example because look, Breezy.
Because breezy is really truly not a one
I
woman
feel like
type
I
of nigga.
don't-
Like,
majority of women would be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna leave my nigga or like I've had scenarios this with my ex. He like, yeah, you better leave me for that nigga, blah blah blah. He got money and he fine, like type shit. Like he didn't say he was fine, but
I was gonna say pause, but yeah.
he didn't say that. But like, you know, he's like, that's an attractive dude. Like if you wouldn't fuck with that nigga, you dumb. But like I don't care who it was. Like if you got hella money or not, I can't be easily drawn away from somebody that I am in love with. Like that is just not a thing.
I mean, it sounds cool. I'm just saying that like if
Y'all can take it how you want. That's just how I am.
I'm not saying I'm taking it any kind of way. Pause. First
You're
of all,
saying it sounds good that you're saying that it's not possible. Like if that situation was
Oh.
real life brought to me, that's literally how I would handle the situation.
I think that sounds good what you saying it right now, and I genuinely think that you believe in your mind that that's the way that you would handle it.
But why is it that you can't understand that some women aren't all, you know what I'm saying? I play around a lot and I say little shit, but like when it comes to like really like, you know what I'm saying? If I wasn't in a relationship, oh yeah, I may try it out even though I know this nigga ain't shit. But for me to physically leave someone that I done built some shit with and you know what I'm saying, that I am really connected to, I just couldn't leave them just for anybody. Like that's just not something.
And I'm not
that
saying it's a you thing or a woman thing. I'm saying it's a human thing.
A human thing?
Yeah, because make no mistake, if I get a phone call and it's Rihanna on the other end, and God forbid it's Beyonce, we got to do some. In my household, we got to do a lot of soul searching at that point. Because
I mean, that's you, but to me, I just feel like, because even Mo has said, how you know the grass is greener on their side, like, there's times where I feel like, you know, you do want to see maybe what else is out there, but I feel like that's shit that you experience before you get to that extreme commitment to a person. That's why my lifestyle was the way it was, because I just couldn't see myself, you know, getting super committed to someone, and, you know, I wouldn't do anything to jeopardize, you know, that person and do, you know what I'm saying, do anything.
So
that
you
would make
would,
them
so
feel
you
like-
would spend the night for the $1 million, but you, in your mind, you would be able to shut it off right then and there.
Absolutely.
Do you understand how weird that sounds, dude? I'm not saying it sounds weird that you would be able to shut it off, but at that moment now, your I'm not sure if your relationship can ever go back to just being the same at that
If
point.
I feel like if we were in a point to where that was a lot of money. So I feel like let's just be clear on that. Like that is a lot of
Hey,
money.
and look,
So-
hold on, my bad, I don't mean to cut y'all, but in the movie, the dude ended up also like paying their house off. Like that nigga was gangster in that movie. This nigga like,
He
yeah,
was,
I'm gonna go ahead and
yeah.
pay y'all house off too. While
See,
I'm
I
at it.
don't know. Because I feel like at that point, if my husband isn't stopping it and he's just, you know what I'm saying, there's maybe something a little wrong with your manhood if you just letting a nigga take care of everything and he's whining and dining me and letting me fall in love with this nigga. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? But, like, if it was, like, an agreement, like, or even vice versa, like, if some bitch, like, if we really talked about it and this bitch want to put $1 million, like, it has to be a big amount of money. Like, it just can't be a couple thousand. Like, it would have to be an substantial amount of money that's going to change some shit.
Right.
But, like, I feel like that's just something that you would really have to talk to your partner. And that's very, very unlikely. That's why it was a movie. But hypothetically, if, you know, that time was to ever come on now. That's just, whether it does happen or not, like, if my husband wasn't okay with it at all, like, no amount of money, okay, cool. Absolutely not. We're not even going, let's date it. But
see, I think that's why it's like it's messy though, because I want to say I'm really trying to piece this movie together because I watched it when I was young, like, but wasn't there? Well, like I can't remember. Roy, did she like tell him at first like what happened through the night? Like she wasn't telling him. I can't remember. If
I
she
don't
was, like,
remember.
talking about it to
I
him.
know that like eventually,
And I
like
think he asked her at one point.
yeah,
in the movie,
the
it
shit
was,
got
like, it was
real
an
messy.
argument. It was like.
who's in the movie?
Yeah, and see what I'm saying?
forgot
It's
who was
just
in the
like
movie,
it's just
too.
little things like that, and that's the reason I say like, because I mean I've met people in my past where it's like I may not expect anything, or I may not even expect to like click with this person, and we end up clicking. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that type of shit happens. I feel like, and I feel like if you're gonna allow something like that in your relationship, you both have to be extremely secure with one another.
yeah, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
paying a woman. Me personally, my issue is with paying me to spend a night with you. Like, I feel very whorish at that point because I'm like, nigga, like we basically know
Even
it's gonna
for a
probably
meal,
go down.
that
But
ain't horse,
still, like,
nigga. That
damn,
ain't
you are literally
that ain't no
paying me
escort
to
type.
stay a night with you to let you have me for the night. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's at that point, that's up to what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how I feel about that, because that's why, like, I couldn't do some shit like that for money. Like, I understand where people would see that,
for
but like
hold
something
on,
like
Mo.
that, I would
Hold
feel
on,
some type of
Mo.
way about
For $1 million, you saying you would be like,
You
nah.
bugging.
it. For $1 million to like, and I'm in a committed relationship, and
Yeah.
this nigga just wants to have a night with me, and then
Yeah.
like I'm saying, y'all already
And
know
then you
what's
go back
what's
to your
probably
life.
finna go down
No,
in
no,
this night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just
It's
like I'm
definitely
supposed to come
something
back
that
to my
has to be talked-
relationship
It's
and
20.
expect things to be all good. I know myself enough to know that I wouldn't be able to probably recover from something like that.
That's
I'm not even gonna lie
I
to y'all.
respect
Like,
it.
I would not be able to feel comfortable again with my partner because, first of all, like, this was something that you were comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? I don't 100% agree with it. So I don't know.
as we're signing.
That's a
people
very,
cheat
like-
people cheat for free.
Well, yeah, I know people cheat for free, but I'm talking about in a long-term relationship, and I'm not cheating on my
Long-term
partner. So
relationships, people cheat for free with no benefits.
well, that's
Besides,
them.
Let me
I
say
wouldn't
this.
cheat for free, and I wouldn't cheat for money.
I might
I'm cheating for $1 million. Y'all got me fucked
as
up.
as we're signing our new mortgage, Mo, I would be very okay with the decision we made. As we're moving into our new house, I'd be
Like, it is an investment.
Well, look,
as
I don't
we
know.
as we
I'm
move
very
into this new
I'm
crib.
not gonna say I'm like possessive, but I am somewhat possessive of people. Like, and it's like I really, don't want to be that type of person, but I feel some type of way about certain things, and I'm very like open about it. So it's like, when we talked about the threesome thing, like several shows ago, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I say that I wouldn't feel comfortable, if y'all think that I wouldn't feel 100% comfortable with my husband in a threesome for free, nigga, you think I'm gonna be okay with like just doing some shit like? And I understand what y'all saying, the money aspect, but damn, like, That's
Well,
just gonna. I'm thinking about after the after.
yeah, I mean,
Because of
listen,
my- Like, that
I
shit
feel like
is-
that's what the
I
whole
probably won't even end up
conversation-
being with that person anymore. I'm not even gonna lie.
the conversation prior. Like, it has to be it just can't be like, oh yeah, babe, go get that money, go fuck on that nigga for a meal. Like, nigga, no. We literally need to sit down and talk, because when I come home, nigga, and you tripping on me, I'm out with the meal. Like, you got me fucked up.
whoa, hold
You
on,
got
Bree.
me.
Hold on, Bree just put a
Tweaking
whole
out.
nother wrinkle. How the fuck you gonna take the meal? Ain't that a bitch?
Because if we talked about it and then I come home with the money and then you sit here asking me, like, bro, there's
Oh,
no,
okay, I
you know
got
what
you,
I'm
I got
saying?
you, I got you. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
done,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
done. Don't press me about it. Don't bring it up in an
yeah, yeah,
argument.
yeah. I'm with you.
None of that. Because if any of that shit was to pop off,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
there was no point in me doing it, because you really, that's all you're thinking about.
Let me say this. I listen, and this is
See,
just
that's the thing. That brings it back to what we were saying sooner, like earlier. Was just like people agree to things before they experience it, and they know
This is
what it
true.
actually feels like and how they're feeling afterward. And that's the thing that you're really taking the risk on, in my opinion, is because y'all can sit there and talk all night about the shit, but the moment that he feels some type of way because he feels insecure about something, or vice versa, all that shit's out the window. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Well,
like people don't
you
know.
shouldn't have gave me the
what-
green light,
they
and
don't-
then I went and did it.
But that's what I'm saying. People don't know what they're gonna go through, and bitches do the same thing. To where it's like, oh yeah, I'm okay with that, and then when the shit happens, they're like, oh,
so. How about
so this
this?
is what you want? Like,
How
damn,
about-
nigga, you literally said.
How
You know
about
what I'm
this?
saying?
How
Like,
about you fuck somebody else too that night? Like, so everybody's so we're good. So everybody's good.
Have y'all ever seen that movie Hall Pass?
So, what movie?
It's called Hall Pass.
I think I
Yes,
saw it a long
yes. I love
So
seeing all
yeah,
that.
it's basically the wives are just kind of like, they hear their husbands talking about shit, and they're just like, damn, let me just give this nigga a little slice, since he just want to do shit so bad, he want to talk about it so much. Most of them, I don't think any of them actually ended up doing anything, or one, like, you know, with whatever, but it was just like they just didn't want to once they had the ability to, because they were just like, no, this isn't what I want, like whatever. So but I
Yeah.
feel like it's just all on
Yeah, I
who your
think
partner is, how your relationship is, how grounded that person is, you know.
because
And yet
I'm with.
again, that shit is very unlikely.
But I'm with Bree though. The $1 million is a lot of money, so we gotta have an actual conversation about this. We gotta at least to talk about it. We just ain't gonna turn it down.
That's life changing. Like it couldn't be no less than that.
Yeah,
like,
we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna be like, okay, so could we get through this? Because listen, you
like,
are
our
gonna.
kids can go to college. We can pay this house off. We can pay these cars off. We can pay
Yeah.
our parents' house off. You can do a lot of shit.
Because to Mo's point too, like you really like it has to be something that like basically y'all just don't ever talk about. It's got like that
Yes.
24 hours you never talk about again.
Yeah, like never get
yeah,
brought
and
up.
I couldn't do that.
And it's
shit.
fucked up.
I
It is-
personally couldn't do that.
In that example, it is fucked up because to your point, Mo, it's basically all of that pressure or whatever. Well, I guess technically it's on both parties, but like the woman had to actually be there, quote unquote, like going through whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because what if the dude's not attractive? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, see,
Like,
yeah, there's a lot of stipulations. Like, you know, there's factors. I just couldn't just go fucking bummy ass looking ugly ass nigga like for a meal or not. Like, there's gonna have to be some, you know.
yeah, no, I'm talking about like nigga, like if it's like, you know, if Flavor Flav pull up and say, I got this meal for you, come get this money, Bree.
I don't know, because I don't know. There's been old niggas that, you know what I'm saying? I'm good, you know. I'm gonna make the money eventually one day. I'm gonna see it one day, but I just can't get with your wrinkly eyes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
listen, I think it's an interesting proposition, right? Because I think
Very. Yeah.
I think that you would think about it, but I think to Mo's point though, it's so many complications that can come from that, because I don't think any man in the back of his mind that's gonna always be there like what the fuck actually happened.
Yes.
Like what the
And for
fuck.
me personally too, and that's why I say like I know who I am, and I'm the type of person where it's like I can't suppress things. I have to like let things out. I'm a very open book with people that I care about, and like that would be something that I would have to discuss with my partner, because we're not just gonna sit on it and act like it didn't happen. Like I'm very bad at that. Like I cannot do that shit. But it's like, I mean, honestly, if I'm not, you know, popping pussy for one of these sugar daddies out here to take care of me, because I've had situations where, you know, older men who aren't exactly like unattractive have like offered to spoil me and you know all this and third, and or serious about it.
Yeah.
but I could never bring myself to any more than just like a regular conversation with them, or like, you know, like once it came down to like him wanting to see me and things and like meet up and go on dates, and I was like, I just wasn't, it wasn't there for me. Like I said, the dude wasn't ugly. It was just like,
It's a no for me, dog.
I didn't care about what he was doing for me at that point. I was just like, I can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't.
Yeah, there's certain.
So I don't know how it would be for something like that, because I'm a very big energy person. Like, I have to really fuck with you as you. I can't just be like, oh, well, you know, this is for the benefit of this. Like, no, because I have to be the one to swallow that shit at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to be
Pause.
the one to live with
Jesus.
that. And then I'm also, you know, like, potentially causing issues for my relationship. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot. That's a lot to put on. Like, if I really love that person, I don't even want to put our relationship through potential issues. So,
Fucking
Baby, we're
breathe.
gonna have to work it out. I'm sorry. A million, like, fuck all the little bags and little, because I've had niggas throw money in my face. They want to throw some shit out there, and they could be butt ass ugly. Like, right, the shoe nigga, he wanted me to come kick it with him for some fucking shoes that are very expensive that I do want, but I'm not gonna do it because I just can't do it. I just can't do it. But
A milli.
call me what you want, but $1 million, honey, that's life changing.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
All right,
Anything
man.
can happen.
Whoa, anything can happen. You dig? And this is why them females being what I was gonna say, what the fuck is I finna say? Where the fuck is the place at? I said earlier that you said Black China be going
To Indian?
to who?
Arabian?
Dubai.
There you go, Dubai. Yeah, that's why these females be in Dubai heavy. Your girl, what you call
But see, wouldn't you think that at some point, like, damn, I don't know. I feel like I would low key probably disrespect my partner in that aspect.
What
Like,
you mean?
For what?
that's a little. I feel like my man might feel a little bit like emasculated down the line. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Mother nigga was able to fuck on my bitch and have my bitch for a night because of a meal. Like, I feel like once that money is already like used, for,
It
you know,
can-
we in better
yeah.
position at that point.
If he
It might
thinking
start
like
all
that,
settling down to the point like, damn, look what we had to do to get here. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
oh, see, then that wasn't a nigga for me, because, baby,
that wasn't
I'm
a
sorry,
nigga for
but, like,
me.
just if I think about that, I have been in the past, they'll probably be looking at me like, you really not finna go get this meal for us right quick?
Yeah,
Like,
let's go get this money. Why you playing?
why are you playing?
I would probably question if my nigga really cared about me
Look,
at that point.
Hey,
Oh my god!
I would be like, damn, nigga, so you just any nigga that pop in here, you'll be okay because it's money.
ah.
I'm like, damn, I would feel like that nigga put a price on me at that point.
It
I'm
can't
not
just be
priceless,
any.
nigga.
It
That's
can't
it.
just be any type of dude. You know what I'm saying? And it
I have
has
a
to
price
be
tag
like
at
you
that
not
point.
gonna disrespect
The
me.
night
Think
when
I'm
we
just
has a
gonna.
price tag at that point as your woman, nigga.
That's a hell of a
No,
price
I'm
tag,
sorry.
though, Mo. That's a
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna think the highest of myself. I'm priceless.
Mo.
Yeah,
$1 million is a pretty high price tag.
Sweetie,
nigga. I
like,
just
$1 million.
because I know myself, bro. Like I just
A
know
million.
it would be some
2
issues in
million.
the future.
Look,
If I really loved
hey,
my nigga,
eventually
bro,
you gonna
like,
get to her number,
not
Bree.
gonna have no
Keep going.
problems.
You gonna get to her number eventually, right? First of all,
I'm
let me
like shit, Mo. Baby,
tell
if
you
you
this.
seen all that money in your face, like real cash money, and he was, the nigga was cute. You telling me you not gonna get a bag?
If I want to be with my man, no.
But if he's saying it's okay,
He's saying that shit right now.
oh, see,
That's where I'm at. I'm like, yeah, that nigga says that right now because it's money. Yeah.
So
like,
my
you
dude,
gotta
hold
like,
on.
look,
Okay, and for people who have never had $1 million before, how fast that shit's gonna blow, how fast that shit's gonna be gone.
Hold
These
on.
niggas don't know how to invest. You know what I'm saying? So that million's gonna be gone, nigga, and then we're gonna go right back to having the same problem. Plus the fact that you went and had sex with a nigga for $1 million that's gone now, bitch. He not going to fuck with me. You know
This
what I'm
is-
saying? We gonna have-
This is all true, Mo.
I am not.
There's a lot of different things that can happen with that.
That's
all.
true.
Like, if it's my real life partner, bro, I don't even want to risk that shit. If it's a nigga that I'm just dating, you know what I'm saying? We've been dating maybe a year, some change, something like that. Oh, okay, we not like dedicated and in a life partnership at that point. we're still kind of just figuring our shit out. But if
You know
I'm
what we
like
should
married
do?
to that man,
We should go around and find like an attractive man that actually, you know what I'm saying, like just a scenario, and go up to married couples and be like, hey husband, would you allow your wife to spend one night with him for $1 million? And just see the type of answer that you would get
Yeah,
from
I
real
think,
life.
look, I
married
think we should do that once the city open up. We should go downtown and really do that. Like people that's out and
couples. No,
about.
for real, because I would really be curious
Yes.
to know,
Because people
like
gonna
with a
be.
person that is, you know,
Yeah.
somewhat attractive, you know, and has money.
I would let y'all
Like,
figure that out.
would-
I would let y'all figure out who the fuck is attractive, right? But let me say that I know a nigga with money who clearly don't have a problem with spending it is Floyd Mayweather. So that might be a real proposition that Floyd Mayweather would give a motherfucker. It's like, yo, nigga, let me spend the night with your female for a meal, dog.
Like, let me take out, let me wine and diner, then I'm gonna throw y'all a little meal.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw you
I'm
a
sorry,
meal.
but as a man, Roy, that doesn't feel like somewhat like
Oh, don't
like
get
a,
it.
like a disrespectful type of
Listen, don't get it
request
twisted.
because
Don't
it's like, damn, like I don't know.
don't get it twisted. It's a ton of emotions involved in that, right? Because to
Yeah.
your point that you made, like you know that this is something that right now you can't provide, right? At the same time, however, this to Bree's point, this is literally life-changing money for the family. But at the end of the day, like you said, Mo, it is putting a price on your lady. Listen, it is a ton of fucking emotion. It takes a different type of motherfucker.
It can go either way.
Listen, you gotta damn near have a pimp heart, right, to go through with that shit. To be honest with you, because like you know, if it's a nigga like my nigga like my nigga Bishop, you know what I'm saying, my nigga Sugar Free, you know what I'm saying, my nigga Kenny Red, one of these niggas that's out here on some PI shit. Like them niggas, like yeah, we'll get this fucking money. Why? Hey, they'll drive you to the goddamn house with this the
Drop
hotel
you
with this
off,
nigga.
pick
Yeah.
you up.
you want
Get
something to eat? You want something to
afterwards if you hungry.
eat? Yeah, you hungry?
Look, baby, you good? You good? Everything good?
Did he feed you? Shit, we can go get
We
some
finna
food.
get the large
Right.
size tonight, girl.
Yeah, you
He
can.
ain't, he
You
ain't do
can.
nothing crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, but it is a lot of emotions involved in that because to your point, just like how you were saying that, like as a woman, you know, you don't know how you would be able to mentally, like as a dude, like dudes say that shit. Every man right now would probably be like, man, I tell my girl to do it. It sounds good until it's done.
Right.
Until it's done, and then you like, damn, this nigga Floyd Mayweather just had sex with my wife for 24 hours. That's tough.
For $1 million.
That's tough. Or like I brought up Chris Brown a minute ago. Now you got to turn the radio off every time this nigga come on. Every time a Chris Brown song come on, you got to turn the radio
you
off.
wouldn't be able to
Nigga.
listen to none of that
No,
music.
nigga, we not listening to no
Look,
Chris
no
Brown
more
around this
vacuum,
month.
No more in the car. The kids ain't singing
You can't
to
be
it.
on the
Kids
sex
ain't dancing
playlist,
to
none of
it.
that.
Right. How about this nigga come on the set?
On the sex playlist, she start reminiscing and shit like that.
He's like, get off me.
Right.
See, bro,
Like,
it's like I don't know. I don't know. I plan whenever I'm actually in a long-term relationship. Like I'm an emotional type of person, and like I said, I can be somewhat possessive, and that's why I feel the way I do about like threesomes with significant others. I feel like those types of situations should be with people that you're comfortable with, but that you're not in relationships with. And there are certain things and certain situations that are okay for maybe people who aren't as seasoned in a relationship as far as other people who are like married and stuff like that. It's a lot, bro. Like, and the thing is that people change, feelings change. This is a known fact. Like, people are not going to be the same person all the way that they were 5-10 years ago. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? That shit is just, it's such a like ticking time bomb to me. Like,
can we go here real quick? We get ready to wrap up. Can we go here though, just to change the scenario just a bit? Let's change the scenario from a man to a woman. So now, you're married or you're in a committed relationship with your guy, and a woman now wants to have sex with you for $1 million. Not with your man, but with you for $1 million.
with me.
Yes.
With me?
Yes, nigga. Damn. Well, y'all said
I
that
would
shit
do
again.
that.
See,
I would do
you.
that.
Said
But what's the difference?
I would
I
have
knew
sex
Mo
with
was
a
gonna
woman
say that
because
shit.
I know that personally for me, when it comes to sex with a woman, like I'm not gonna get emotionally involved with a woman because I don't like women emotionally. I can fuck with women. I can do physical things with women, and this is how I've always been. Like I'm grown now and I know this about myself. Like I can do things with women, and that doesn't faze me. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's where y'all are coming to, where it's just like I'll be able to just cancel out that this is just sex. Because with a woman, it is just sex for me. Like that would all it be. Like
See,
she
that's
could
why
hit
I
me up
asked
and
the
I wouldn't
question.
even be phased. I'd be like, okay, bitch. Like
So you're telling me you don't have any, like, every person you ever had sex with, you had feelings for them, like, all of them?
not necessarily feelings, but it's definitely just like like there's been situations where it's like I really didn't want to like feel something for this person, but then eventually we start fucking with each other. Like, yeah, we're having sex or whatever, but it was always maybe a little bit more.
But it was
that.
like, multiple times. So like for me, I'm thinking it's like a one time.
If I'm like laying good D, I'll probably start getting in my feelings a little bit.
Oh, see, no.
I mean, not necessarily like to where I'm like blowing his line up, like, oh, like, hey, like I'm not gonna be extra, but like if a nigga's putting out some good D, I'm gonna protect that. The fuck, I'm gonna make sure
like if it's,
that I'm doing everything that I need to be doing.
It could be great. You could be the finest nigga, but like if you know what I'm saying. But even if it's a woman, I feel like if it was just is what it is. Like we gonna do this as a high class business transaction, honey, for $1 million. We gonna get it popping. Boom, I'm out. Let me get my meal.
I would much rather do a woman than a man.
We gonna share the wealth.
I would fuck a woman over a man in that scenario. Personally,
maybe $1 million involved. We gonna see.
You see, that's why I asked that, because I knew that's what Mo was gonna say. Is that it would change, and I get it, because it is the emotional aspect of it, right? Is that like, one, can you turn it off and turn it on? Because I think every dude wouldn't have any issues with it being a woman or woman, because I think a dude would feel the same way, like, oh, okay, it's just another woman, you know what I'm saying? Unless
because I mean, back with that whole Kehlani YG shit, YG didn't want her fucking with females either, because he knew that she really liked girls, or she's had a past with females.
That is true.
So I mean, he's like homophobic though.
Who, YG?
But I mean, I feel like anyone, because you know what I'm saying, like there is some niggas, homophobic or not, they don't want to see their partner or their woman with anyone else, whether it's male or female, unless it's being shared with them.
Yeah.
But if you think if yo nigga gonna allow you to have like a whole bitch on the side and you really fucking with that bitch and take a time away from him and what y'all got going on, you're not gonna fuck with that.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I think if anything, if you were to present the two options to your man and be like, okay, well, this dude want to pay me and this woman want to pay me.
Yes.
He gonna go for the woman option every time.
Of course.
Every time.
That nigga go. Hey.
And I feel like I would just go for the woman's side just so I can have less shit coming from him down the line if he does want to trip on it.
That nigga gonna ask you for details for the woman. Hey, so tell me, how was that shit? That nigga gonna want to hear about it.
It's none of your business. Just like how it's none of your business with that place.
All right, man, let's get the fuck up out of here on that goddamn note, man. My niggas missed some good topics tonight. See, that's why my niggas need to be on this show, man.
And I would have loved.
To hit.
We're gonna be doing new podcast candidate screening soon.
We're taking applications.
We're gonna be doing some interviews pretty soon. So we finna get these niggas out of here.
Popping on Instagram Live. We gonna get on live and start doing.
I need for y'all
taking participants.
Get on live.
I mean, how are we supposed to do that if we're gonna both be on the screen?
Hilarious.
I mean, just they need a DM us their resume.
I'm dead.
Y'all are crazy. All right, man, we out here. Y'all niggas make sure y'all rate, comment, subscribe. We out.
Bye. Peace. All that.
That shit's funny.